Welcome back, guys, to the 501st Com Chatter. Obviously, I'm back as well. So, as you know me, it's me, Rory, and my friend and co-host.
Well, what's happening, guys? It's nice to have my co-host back, Rory. Welcome back, friend.
Very much. Good to be back.
Yeah, good. Just a little shout out before we start. Thanks for coming on last week, Chloe, and helping me out, because I'm sure you guys don't want to listen to me talk just by myself for an hour. So, thank you, Chloe. But yeah, it is the duo back, and we've got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, some big stuff and some interesting stuff.
Yeah. We've also got quite a bit of news as well, I believe, from what I've seen.
I haven't looked at news today. I've been very.
Oh.
I know there's a rumor going on magazines.
Oh, now see this. I got it here because I don't know this one yet.
So I'm obviously in a Discord group that people are they said in May Kenobi figure will be there.
I think that's definitely one to get then, isn't it?
Yeah. Gotta get Kenobi, ain't you? They're gonna do Kenobi. You would think like next one would follow like.
You'd hope, wouldn't you? Because you want to have. I was just having to think. Have I got Anakin? No, I don't have an Anakin.
2, but why not? Hello, Emily.
Hey, Emily, welcome.
So, I will be building this. Sorry.
Oh, you doing the little 212?
Yeah, I got it from Bright, and the other day I got to do it when I was down there, so I'm gonna do it now.
Okay, let's see. So while we're talking, we see how long it takes you to build one. Yeah, so start off with sort of more. Oh wow, he's done it. Okay. Okay, so
it's not well, isn't it?
So yeah, so I think starting off with, I think we need to start with some celebration news.
Yeah.
Very recent news as well. To any of you who've got your shop reservation time slot, congratulations. You are one of the lucky ones. Rory, did you get a time slot?
Yeah, but I've heard stressed with actually getting a ticket because I was pressing every one, like even it wasn't even sold out. I was saying, "Oh, error." It's like, yeah, because what I want. I got, but I got Saturday 4:30 to 5:30. Sorry.
Okay, it's not bad. I got Sunday 1 till 1:30. So, I mean, me and Rory were both quite lucky. The fact that we were able to get some. I think you said just before we came on air that they fully sold out as these reservations.
Yeah,
stuff.
From what I read up, they're fully sold out. Sunday.
Oh, Emily's got one.
I mean,
well done, Emily.
I think I'll be more nervous for the Funko one because I want to get that one. Because if I was dying to have.
Yep.
But off topic though, if you're in Brighton and you go to Forbidden Planet, it's awesome there. And there was Yeah, there was a hot toy Ahsoka there.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
so close. So shout out to Amber for saving my money.
I think she was saving your money for celebration, to be honest, because yeah, I'm very excited about the shop. I will also be going for the Funko booth one. I'm off next Wednesday, so I can get the. So when it goes on sale, I can apply to get a spot.
It's 4 o'clock in, isn't it? Well, UK time.
Yeah.
So I'll be ready some way. The one in
So
London is
Emily
incredible.
says the one in London. I mean, it's London. I would imagine it's going to be very busy. I'd imagine it's going to be very big as well.
After building my clone thing, I've lost them. I've dropped them.
You've lost your 212.
Down there somewhere. Yeah, I've ended up spending the whole podcast looking for
it. But yeah, so I think that's it for sort of celebration news.
What merch is it though? That like I'm guessing it's just Star Wars celebration.
I think it's going to be stuff like that because from when you look at the fact that you can only go to the shop once, if you've got even if you've got like a 4-day ticket,
Oh right, okay.
I'd imagine. Yeah, because like it did say, it's like once you've made your booking, like that's you done for the, for the whole 4 days or whatever. So make the most of it. I don't know what I'm gonna buy. I think I'm just gonna be there like
That's left to buy.
I'm sure they have to have stuff. Surely. I mean, I did want to go on the Friday, but didn't have a chance with that one.
But at least you got space. That's the main thing.
Yes, I'm very grateful I got a space. Another thing, everyone has started getting their tickets, which is quite cool. Mine have been shipped. I'm still waiting for mine to turn up. I think that's because I ordered like the lanyard and like a t-shirt as well. Maybe why it was a little bit delayed. But
yeah, I mean,
I was panicking a bit.
I mean, I got an email on the Sunday, and it was there when I was ready at home on a Monday. So,
maybe I'll get it tomorrow.
Some people said it was first class. Mine was second class, and got there a day after, so I was buzzing.
Oh well.
I'm quite. Yeah, I'm disappointed on the tickets itself, though, because you get a choice of.
I get that, but then I kind of like the whole idea of depending on what day you're doing or what ticket that you've got, you'll get a different person.
Yeah, I get that.
So I know, for example, like Chloe, she's got a Saturday ticket. So because she's got that, she's got Leia. The only other one that I know is the 4-day tickets that we've got, which is Mando and Grogu together, which is quite nice. But I'd love to know the others.
From what I read, I could be wrong. There was Ewan McGregor ones, maybe, and Vader.
Yeah, because the Vader one, I think it was like when he had like battle damaged Vader. I think I might be wrong.
I mean,
I reckon Vader or Luke. No, I was gonna say I reckon Vader or Luke for like the Jedi Master ticket.
It could be that as well, yeah.
We'll just have to find it. If you guys, if you guys know what the other photo or the little pictures, badges, shall we say, are for the different days, let us know, because I want to know what they are. I've only seen the Leia and the Mando Grogu one.
And if you got Vader, give him to me after the celebration, obviously.
Do you reckon there's going to be a way to collect them all?
Nah, there may be like little pins or something. Maybe.
Maybe that's something in the shop.
I don't.
Maybe it's like different posters or pictures of the tickets. Yes, Roro. I had a little look at this Cantina 2. And Ash is there. Who else is there? There was like the Elvis one that you mentioned.
Dark Elvis, wasn't it?
Yeah. But the only reason that I haven't sort of really looked into going to it, because it's like at the O2 on the Sunday. So yeah, I don't know like how I'd even get there from like Celebration. It seems like it might be quite a long trek. But yeah, it did look quite interesting. But yeah.
Yeah, well, it was tempting. But yeah.
So that's it for sort of Celebration and tickets and all that. Just waiting for them to come now. I'm all set. Now, the big news. I don't know if you've had a chance to have a little look at it, Rory, but they released the story trailer for Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, I did too. I watched it last night. I think it was.
I cannot wait.
Yeah,
I genuinely cannot wait.
I think they probably left it. That's probably one of the reasons why they delayed it a little bit, just to get. They might have changed the story somehow. Or fix is that I think what people said about.
Yeah, I mean, I think the bit in the trailer that got me quite excited was when it was you saw Coruscant. I was like, yes, we're going back. We're going to be playing, wandering around Coruscant.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
And as you could also tell, if you haven't played the game yet, little spoiler ahead, maybe skip forward a little bit. But the gang's all there. The gang's all here, thankfully, which is quite nice to see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the game. See what it.
Yeah, I think by looking at it, it looks like only one of them has. I think only one of them, like group, is going to sort of be going round with you and your new buddy. Because there was a bit in the trailer where it looked like you did like a finishing move with. Is it? I can't remember her name. Is it Meredith?
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
Meredith. I don't know.
Marilyn. I'm sure we've got there eventually. But
yeah,
it's got to be good. It looked quite cool. That guy in the tank is pretty much being confirmed now as a High Republic Jedi. Because there's that bit in the trailer where he throws the helmet to Cal, and he's like, "How could you let this Empire thing become a thing?" You know.
I mean, it's
going to be interesting.
It's all right him saying that, but I'm pretty sure they probably would have been just as fooled. They were fooled by Palpatine, so he doesn't know the backstory. Does he?
Maybe.
And
so who knows? I think they're talking about Cantina 2, I think.
Yeah. I could, I would, but I gotta make a sack. I've got to make sack.
You chosen on anyone yet?
No.
Merrin, I think. There you are. Thank you, Emily. Merrin. I think that's it.
We're gonna have a sit down, me and Amber, later this weekend and sort some things out. But yeah,
Okay.
they're the couple I'm eyeing out. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna keep it. Gonna keep you lot. Got to keep you lot wanting it, wanting the answers.
Well, we'll get there eventually, if anyone.
But if you guys are willing to guess who I'm eyeing up,
I mean, I don't know who's still available. If like anyone is fully sold out, but I reckon
the only one that's sold out that I know of is Ewan McGregor.
Is what, for autograph or photo
Everything.
or both?
Everything.
Oh, that's wow. I had a feeling he would have been a very popular one. Probably the same as, I'm surprised Hayden isn't. But
yeah, I think because Ewan's more expensive than Hayden, so Hayden would have been sold out. But
well, fair play. I guess I'm a lucky one then.
yeah, but yeah,
So,
I'm gonna keep you on in.
I'll have to have a little think then. But yeah, so shall we talk about today's episode? Right. I think we should start with Bad Batch. Start with first, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right. For me, I love that episode. What an episode. Love it.
So when Crosshair's in it.
But not for me. Not because of Crosshair this episode, because of the other clones. We get more clones.
We see the clones fighting back. But I was interested. We didn't see Rex.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know if they've done it on purpose or if it was just, I don't know. I didn't want him in it. I mean, I did, really interestingly though, I did watch Screen Crush's review, and he mistook one of the clones on the ship for Rex. I was like, no, that's not Rex. So I have pointed that one out. I have. But yeah, what did you think of the episode?
Like I said, the episode Crosshair, but it's interesting to see. Obviously, what I didn't realize, because I didn't watch Bad Batch last week, but they caught up with this week. Obviously, I can't remember the other woman's name. The one that keeps calling. But she a way that they can, which is interesting. And when obviously Hunter and everything's like they're trying to stay as possible, but this shows that they can't keep away from everything. Obviously, Crosshair giving them signal, but this is what I love about the episode. We changed how especially towards the Empire's completely changed since we first seen him in the episode in the Bad Batch season 1, and obviously like seeing all these clones back into it, Briscoe and their brother, and yeah, it's getting, now the episodes are getting consistently good. Been happening a long time ago.
Well, luckily, I say luckily, but it's the final 2 episodes next week. So I have high hopes. I have high expectations. I've got to be honest.
So
but
what,
for me, I thought it was. Go on.
What would you rate the season? Obviously, we'll ask this question next week anyway. But what's from this point? How we Bad Batch since we last rated it?
I think the last one we rated it was when we were talking about Mayday, weren't we? And the episode with Crosshair and Mayday, which I think was on episode 50, so like 2 weeks ago. It's been a season which has literally been like, because there has been a bit where there was like 2 episodes in a row where it was just like, and then it just dropped off a cliff with the last episode, in my opinion. Out of 10 so far, probably a 8.
Do you think these 2 episodes would change the overall opinion of season 2?
Possibly, depending on what happens in it. I mean, if it's a very blank or very dull finale, then obviously my whole feeling of the show is going to be like, well, it had its moments, but could have been better.
Yeah, I think obviously I'm still adamant someone's going to die. The more I think about it, the more.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, I just have a feeling. I don't know what. I could be completely wrong, but
my feeling at the minute is Crosshair's going to die.
Nah, my boy Crosshair
after the way the episodes are going. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be some heroic sacrifice to save the team.
No, you can't just say it that way. I'm not having it.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna start us off and say that I really liked the introduction of these clones that have from other groups and legions that have left. So obviously we see Echo and Gregor, which is quite cool. Then we see, so that's a former 501st and a clone commando. Then we see Fireball, who was a 42nd trooper. And in fairness, he was quite badass, in my opinion, in this episode. And then there was Nimitz, I think, was the other one.
Because if I remember, they were rescuing Hauser, weren't they?
Yeah. It was like Hauser and 2 others. I did even see a TikTok not long before I did the podcast of someone being like, "He's back! Hauser's back!"
Yeah, because we didn't see him till 1, didn't we? And he got arrested, didn't he?
Yeah, because he was like, "I'm not doing it for the Empire anymore."
Emily's after this is shout out to Royal Farm Boy. He let us know we could do this. I didn't realize we could do this. Obviously, we see here Emily said, "Don't forget her prediction that Hunter dies and Crosshair has to take place as that."
I'm sorry, Emily.
I could see Hunter dying, to be fair, because the impression to me, like, he's almost like he feels like he's not needed there anymore to look after Omega, because obviously he was the one in season 1, he was the only one really looking after, I suppose. Whereas now everyone's getting involved, like Wrecker, Tech, even Echo did before he left and everything. I feel he might do something to save Cross, might be do the hero thing.
I like it. It's a good idea, and I can see it definitely having potential. It's one of those that can definitely happen. The only thing, for my opinion, for that is why I don't think it's going to happen. They have been given Crosshair this season best character development of the lot of them. Hunter has been a very sort of laid back, chilled character. He hasn't exactly been like the leader or the like main guy in it. I feel like it would hurt more, especially the fans, to see the likes of Crosshair sacrifice himself than maybe Hunter.
Okay, that's a thing. A poll to start now. Who would you be more upset or Crosshair? Put it in the chat.
God, let's see how that goes. But no, I mean, seeing all these, like I said, seeing all these clones, seeing, I think even on Coruscant there was like 2 more 42nd troopers that we see. Like, it's nice to just see all these different clones together, like different units and
even in the episode itself, all the names of them die in the episode. So
I know that, but
I'll give a point to that.
They are definitely like, we are letting you enjoy these couple of new clones for a bit before we kill them off.
They kill them after like the end of the episode, so they got to take their win. Got to take their win somehow.
Oh, I was gutted when they did that to my boy Mayday. Oh, gutted. But yeah, no, I mean, nice to see Senator Chuchi. I think it's Chuchi. I think Roar brought it out last time. Senator Chuchi.
I think the good thing as well is obviously we don't have to see her to know what she's doing behind the scenes. And
she's fighting for the clones.
She's some shit, which they're probably not going to
trying.
Yeah, there's no way they're getting that. No disrespect.
I mean, I'm just very curious to see where these final 2 episodes go, but I genuinely think it's going to be clones go into that whole base or trying to infiltrate it, and I think you're going to have like, but if you could imagine, right, like put it in a different way, if you were building like a squad of clones, like a legion and all that, right? If you put all the ones that I'm hoping Cody's going to join up with these guys, but could you imagine if you had a lot of them and you had Rex, Cody, Hautzer, the Bad Batch, you had clearly this Fireball looks like he's quite well known and quite a good guy, because clearly Hautzer even knew who he was, you've got one hell of a team. I just want to. I'm just excited to see it.
The thing, like, that's the thing I would have been seeing Cody as much, but I play a massive part. At the end of the series, he may be the one to die, sacrificing himself. You don't know, to justify all the things he'd done wrong, what he believes he did wrong.
I think it's like I said, it's nice. I think for me, I'd just like to see. I think maybe Rex getting Cody or to join up would be quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, they need a reunion with them too, because one went the other way, one didn't.
Yeah. And those two were like pretty much brothers, really, weren't they?
They're probably the close clones that weren't in the same legion.
Yeah, I'd agree with that 100%. I'll tell you someone who we haven't seen, who I'd like to see as well. We haven't seen Wolf. Wolf,
yeah. We haven't, too fair.
Now, considering that we definitely know that he's alive in Rebels and teaming up with Rex and that, you know. I feel like he's got to turn up at some point.
Yeah, again, maybe they're bringing these 2 episodes in. Just making a massive clone cameo event.
Clone fan event.
If whoever's watching, let us know what you think about the Bad Batch. What did you like about it? And did you like it? We didn't even like it. You know how the Star Wars fandom is.
What did you think about
What
did you think about the Doctor and the sinister torturing and how he's coming across as a character? What do you think of him?
I want to know more about him. Like, he's obviously quite intelligent, because if he's creating toxic and made himself immune to it, he ain't someone to mess with, shall we say. His assistant is having second thoughts about, because when she was talking to Crosshair, she was trying to him, but not in the way that Crosshair wanted him to be held.
Yeah.
And like she does it with torture, and I feel like they're taking it too far. And she didn't. This is not what she signed up for.
I agree. Spot on. You know, she's definitely. You can tell from the looks as well towards the end of the episode where she's looking at Crosshair. She's like, "This isn't right. Something needs to change."
I think she's gonna. Fanboy says Dr. Royce used to be with the Republic and got kicked out.
Well, when you're messing around with science experiments, you probably are gonna end up getting kicked out of the Republic. In my opinion.
You just don't mess around. And
now, what would you give this episode out of 10 then?
I would give it. I'm going to be very precise here. 8.
I think that's the most precise we've ever had for a rating when we've done this podcast on terms of like an episode.
Yeah, I've got to be precise now and again. I just think it was a good episode. It was a good episode, and I enjoyed it. Like, there's not much else to really say about it. Like, it's good to see the clones back. Good to see Crosshair again. They're adapting to the Bad Batch. Sorry, they're adapting to a new way of surviving, and it'll be interesting to see what happens next in the finale. And they're gonna probably tease a season.
You reckon they're gonna announce that?
I don't think they'll announce it. I think they'll tease it towards the end.
Okay.
Leave it on a thing like they could do it or they can't. They don't. They'll maybe do 2 more seasons. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I don't know what's Tony and John Favreau and all that.
And the rest of them.
I
feel like there's well, for the if you're going precise, I'm going to go precise, and I'm going to give it a 8.8 out of 10. For me, the whole start with the clones, seeing some names that we've seen before, seeing some new ones, seeing some badass clones as well, and also like the music in the episode, really good. Sort of when the Venator comes out of hyperspace, and it's not the finished Imperial March, but it's like a version of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very good. Just 8.8. I think I've got to the point with the whole bits on the island of just sort of they just slow everything down in a minute. I just want it to be like let's get everyone together. Let's just enjoy it all together instead of just hopping off to this little Greece island.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Before we do anything else, I'm creating a poll. Which team are you on, Hunter or Crosshair? So if you want to vote, our Twitter name, get on it and vote.
All right. let's see what they come up with.
24 hours.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the finale next week. I'm sad that it is the finale for like the final 2 episodes, but I'm also very excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been even though some episodes were disappointing, but I've enjoyed the ride of season 2. Always interesting to see what happened next. So, yeah,
have you preferred this season to season 1?
Yes. Blame why?
I don't know why.
My boy Crosshair getting a bit of more of a character arc than just being miserable all the time.
But he did have a lot more screen time in season 1 than he has in this episode, in this series.
So far.
Okay. Fair enough. Right. Now, I think it's time to talk about the latest Mandalorian episode.
Oh, gotta love a bit of Mando.
Now, obviously, we'll get into detail in it in a bit, but I'm just going to start by saying, wow. That's literally, I'm just going to say that at the start of if someone said to you, what did you think of that episode? Wow. Is how I'm saying.
The episode was the episode was a very very good episode, and as Amber saying yes Mando, because she's actually catching up now,
Yes.
so she knows what we're talking about. But
I think Rory meant season 2 though, I think.
Yeah, probably. But I'm ready for season 3 anyway.
I'm ready for it. But what an episode.
There's it. There we go.
I like that one. Thank you, Emily. Let's go, Hunter.
Hunter. And then going back to Amber. Sorry, she said in that episode.
She's gonna have to cut us off, I think, when we get to the point where we start talking, depending on how far she's in it. For me, obviously, do you know what? I might put this because obviously we'll talk about that sequence in a bit. But I'm gonna probably put this in my top 3 Mando episodes.
Yeah, like the thing is, like, someone out there is gonna call it a filler. You just know it. But I just think the whole point of this episode was like, because people don't understand Mandalorians as such. Gives them a rough idea of what they do and what they stand for. Obviously, most people know what they stand for, but like even don't normally knows about the kids, how the kids grow up to it, how you actually grow up to become a Mandalore. And like a lot of people, I don't think knew Grogu because the kids are saying he ain't a Mandalorian, but he doesn't speak the creed, so he doesn't have to. And probably a lot of didn't realize, probably didn't even know about.
Yeah. Now I'm just going to put it out there before we start off. I do not want to see Grogu in a Mando helmet. I just want to put it out there and start it off. It's going to look silly.
People, you say he will look silly. He won't, because they won't do special ear helmet for their helmet. They will just pull it in. His ears will just push in about the ears.
But I hope that's the case. But if they do the helmet, come on, you must admit, if they do a Mandalorian helmet for Grogu and it has the long ear bits, please tell me it's like you're going to agree it looks silly.
Yeah, I mean it would look a bit stupid, but I don't think that they will do that. Like it's just like even if you had like if you even had a hat or something, your ears are going to be covered. Whereas the just push his ears back, so I don't think we have to worry about it as such.
Amber puts pushing his ears might hurt her. Yeah, I think it would. Could you imagine like having your ears properly like bent in? Because he can't take his helmet off, can he? You know.
Well,
unless he's by himself.
I think he'll be fine.
Now going on to the episode, I'm going to start us off by saying, I know some of you are probably going to be saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be rooting for it," or "You should be," but can we just talk about Daddy Mando and Mama Kreese with little baby Grogu? Oh, please!
A lot of people don't want them to be a thing.
I know, but that scene for me, I loved it. They literally was like a mom and dad with their kid, like 100%.
About the episode, like these episodes as well. Obviously, people are liking Bo-Katan a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked her, Bo-Katan, and she's cool. She's a badass. But even like her home getting destroyed, and like Mando had the right thing to keep Bo-Katan from almost basically staying alive, because she weren't going to make.
No.
So she. The thing I found interesting was that it's very intriguing me that she's not said a word about the myth Din Djarin.
I think she's been wanting to say something. Like, you can just see from it's on her mind. It is 100% on her mind.
I think maybe she wants that chance to still be the ruler of Mandalore, and I think she's trying to make that decision if it's the right thing for her or not. When they return to where all the Mandalorians are, they still have that tension thing about the creed, shall we call it, is like Bo-Katan. When she arrived there, they'd know, and then it's like, oh yeah, you're right now. Then so bathed in the living waters now. Been best friends all this time.
Yeah, I think what I find quite interesting, especially with like Bo-Katan, is if you look at the way she's being with this group and that, she's genuinely interested, I think, in learning about the way and how they do stuff. You know, when like when she asked Din about how do you eat or what do you do when you're eating in front of people or stuff like that, you know. But otherwise, she'd have just taken her helmet off then and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it does show like how they all just go right. Dinner's ready. Grab. I'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Could you imagine though? No, I'd find this quite funny. Could you imagine if you'd gone off somewhere and you were just there like tucking into your food, and then one of the other like Mandalorians just come around the corner like, oh, sorry, oh you bugger.
Now I've got to live in the water.
How would that work?
You'd have to go to the living waters, wouldn't you? To do what Mando did.
But it wasn't like his fault though, because it was like they've all gone off their own plays, but it's just some other guy has just gone to the same spot and just seen someone like.
I mean, you could just lie about it, couldn't you? Really, I suppose.
Yes, but
I thought the episode was based. The whole meaning of the episode was bringing the Mandalorians together, no matter what clan you were under or brought up with. They've been wiped out. They got to realize it. Also, putting your differences aside, and let's rebuild Mandalore.
Yeah.
And then
you know, I feel like as well. Obviously, we all knew that that kid was Paz Vizsla's son. You know, but they confirmed it. We all knew it, but they confirmed it, which was quite nice. Did think he was a little bit of a brat at the start, and I was a bit like, oh well, I'm glad this thing's taken him.
Got humbled by Grogu.
Yeah.
That's what I call
little flip over, flip back, bang, 3-shot win.
Walks away shaking, mate. Keep your gob shut.
Yeah. Now, obviously, then I think as well another scene that I really liked. Rory's just said it. Ragnar Vizsla is Paz's son. Now, a shot that I really liked, right, was the like sunset with the beast flying away and Bo-Katan's like ship flying after it, like into the sunset. I just thought that looked so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a scene that I like.
I think the whole thing, like everything, even like the visual of it, it's just incredible. And
then obviously we're going to be talking about, for me, the best bit of the episode. I was literally like sat there, like leant forward, like glued to the screen, just literally looking at it like, what is this? Like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I just want to thank God it wasn't Mace Windu. Because there's something against Mace Windu. Obviously, these fans saying, "Oh yeah, that means Mace Windu's coming back."
I mean, I'm gonna say this now. I have seen a lot of people saying, like, really, this guy? They chose this guy to be the guy who saves Grogu, and I was like, no, this guy, in my opinion, after everything, perfect choice, the perfect guy. Because people were like, "Oh, why isn't it Obi-Wan or Ahsoka?" It's like, well, they're not here.
I'm pretty sure Obi-Wan's like he's got something else to do. Ahsoka's fighting on Mandalorian or coming back from. Like they just like all the, but like this is almost like a redemption for him for people who didn't like him as Jar Jar.
Yeah.
And I think if it was someone
we're
well known,
about a Mad Best, by the way.
A Mad Best. Who obviously he did that show. I don't know if it's still going, the Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
But like,
and it's the same character as well.
Yeah.
But obviously, I think obviously this version of the character is a lot more cooler, a lot more calm, collective. Obviously, a little bit more serious. Master Kelleran Beck, the Saber Hand, he was known as. But for me, go on. Sorry.
I just loved the fact that it was someone different. When I saw them doors opening, I'm thinking, yes, we're going to see some clones again. Gotta love some clones. But like, if it was like, again, I'm glad it weren't some Jedi. Like, he just brings a different character in. Even if it's in for like, that's the only scene of Star Wars. It shows that all the other Jedi's were doing the well-known Jedi's were.
But I think as well, his character just is the perfect choice. You know, his whole philosophy, was looking after and teaching the younglings. You know, that was that is what he chose to be. And so who else better than to get Grogu out and the other younglings than, than Master Beck? This guy.
Yeah. Farm Boy says, when you heard the other Jedi say Kelleran, did it ring the bell? Did the name ring a bell to you?
I'm going to be honest, because I was just lost in the moment. I was just lost in the moment. I didn't even hear what people were saying. I was just watching the clones coming in. Now, something I have noticed, and I know this is going to be weird considering we are the 501st Com Chatter, and we are big fans of the 501st. But in my opinion, there is no way that tiny group of the 501st was able to take out that many Jedi. Do you know what I mean?
It's Vader's fist, isn't it? So they can do what they want.
I know, and I know that they absolutely just dominated the temple, but when you literally saw like how little, I think it was, you had probably like 6 clone troopers eventually pretty much take out like 6, 7, 8 Jedi, something like that. But yeah,
you could say that the Jedi was so off guard that they could have, because like you didn't, these clones are going to turn on you and start spraying on you. Do you know what I mean? So
I get that. I just mean, like someone pointed out, and I thought, you know what, that's quite a fair. It was quite a, I was just a bit like, oh, okay. But no, Ahmad Best as Kellen Beck, even that bit when he picked up the other lightsaber and started became a dual wielder and fought off all those clones. Like, that whole sequence I felt like I was watching, and this is how you know it's a good feeling and a good scene, is when you're watching it and you feel like you're watching a Star Wars movie. That feeling.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how I felt watching it.
I think it also connects, even like Grogu still obviously as he should, still hasn't dealt with Order 66. He's not really handled it at all. Not even, I feel like not let himself think about it. And when he does, where he feels a bit vulnerable. But it was pretty cool. It's just the next stage of his Mandalorian. So you might see Grogu with it.
No, no.
I did. I don't know if it's when Grogu was trying to talk, and I think it was with Din Djarin. He was trying to say, "This is the way."
Yeah, definitely.
And I thought that was pretty cute.
But yeah, Ruro has put right there with you, Will, just like a film. And that's what I mean. That when you have that feeling from a show or a moment, it's so good. You know, I was there and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then you see him flying away from the temple on fire. I was like, is this the temple? And then you see the Republic gunship. And then you're like, Republic gunship. And then for me, I physically screamed out loud when he gets to the platform and you see the Naboo speeder and the like Naboo guards. I was like, oh, that's cool, that's Naboo. But then when that transport landed and we got our first live action Coruscant Guard shock troopers, I genuinely was like, We've literally now had in live action Coruscant Guard, 501st, and regular troopers. Like, this is amazing. Please keep giving us more of this.
As well, the good thing about it, they didn't overdo it. They didn't prolong this sits in Grogu's story. Because really, they could have been. A lot of people would have criticised it. And I feel like that's what
it felt the right length of time in the episode for his story. Or do you think they should have done longer?
No, I don't think they should have done longer. I think it was spot on, like enough time. Because we didn't need to know the whole story. We just need to. People were really just curious how he was saved, and I think they dealt with it quite well. We might see another flashback next episode. Maybe see. You don't know. I just think, it wasn't overdone. It wasn't. I think it was.
I've just seen Rule's comment. He put, "Yep, got quite loud a bit here in my place yesterday too." Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one sort of physically screaming out loud when I see live action troopers and that whole scene. But yeah, what would you give it out of the whole episode out of 10 then?
I would give it a 8.7.
Interesting.
What about you?
9.6. Like I said, I really, really enjoyed this episode. Definitely in my top 3 episodes for the Mandalorian. Just so good.
I think everything about it was just good, and obviously the ending. We're talking to Bo Tan about the Mythosaur. It gives you a bit of an interest on what she got planned.
In my opinion, I feel like that might be a little bit of a turning point, because even though she told the armorer what she saw, I feel like Bo was like, well, no one, but she doesn't believe me.
Yeah.
Like, which,
maybe that.
I feel like that might affect Bo a bit.
Maybe Mandalore to try and tame the Mythosaur. That probably gives her the motivation to go and do it.
Yeah. Look what I got.
Yeah, don't believe me now. Look what I'm riding.
So what was that? They're not real?
Oh, wait, Din, give me the pro, whoop your ass.
But yeah, I'm just very excited for next week's episode as well. Just like fully just give us everything at the minute. Like, please.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully it's just keeps getting better.
Yep. All right. Shall we do Troopers of the Week?
Of the week.
Can I go first this week?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Because so I want to start off. This one's a little bit of a different Trooper of the Week than we normally do, but for me, he deserves it. For me, my Trooper of the Week is Ahmad Best. I know there's a bit of a weird one for what we normally do for our troopers and giving people a shout out, but for me, with everything that this guy went through in terms of how getting death threats for the way he Jar Jar Binks was done, for him wanting to commit suicide and end himself, and be in such a bad place to be redeemed, or I don't even think redeemed is the right word. Come back as a character and finally get the love and appreciation that this guy deserves. Like, I genuinely am so happy that he is back as this character and everyone is giving him the love that he deserves. He shouldn't have had to have gone through what he did with his role for Jar Jar. It wasn't his fault. He was doing what he was told. He done the character best that he could. But you shouldn't ever have anyone tell you like what you can and can't do, especially when it comes to like, being stuff like this, like with your mental health. And Ahmad Best, you are my Trooper of the Week. Thank you for bringing this, or thank you for coming back into Star Wars and still being a part of it, because most people would just completely have enough of it. You know what I mean? After what he's been through.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think
that's my opinion.
I think as well they're just jealous Star Wars and they're not.
Yeah.
Like we all think better than, but would we do what they have done? Could we deal with the pressure that they had to deal with? Even anyone in Star Wars really, they've had a lot. Just Aiden, we talk about you, we talk about the prequels and everything, but a lot of people get it's one that as an actor, it's either gonna make you stronger or make you like quit acting, because this is where Star Wars fans need to package. They go over the obviously from my opinion, it's passion. I cop out to say what you're doing. You can get away with what you're saying.
Yep.
Because like I've made my feelings about Jar Jar. Like I'm not his biggest fan, but I'm not his. I like it's an all right. I'll put up with him, but I'm not gonna blame him for. I see it as the reason they hate him because he played the role so well. As long as we talk about like villains and stuff, like you hate the role quite well. So I think Ahmed Best he plays the role too well. We didn't like him as Jar Jar, but he's more than we're not, so we're all good in the end of the day.
100%, mate. You know, like I'm just so glad to see him back, and that's why I decided to make a change this week and decide to, you know, make my troop of the week someone who deserves the recognition for what he's done and showing that us fans are happy that he's back and he's done a good job. So
We appreciate him. But yeah, well deserved.
Well done, Ahmed Best.
And if you ever listen to this podcast, can't wait for you to go on the show.
Yeah. I will try and tag him in this somehow, maybe on Twitter or something.
So my troop is we've done the edit of obviously the scene in Mando. I mean, like connected it to Padme when she's seeing the Jedi Temple being thing. It's good. She's done the link quite well, and obviously playing the music's quite. It makes sense, and yeah, like just connecting it all together makes it more meaningful. Because when you watch Revenge of the Sith now, you probably think about Padme's obviously seeing this, watching what's going on. Obviously, can't see what's going on, but knows something's happening. So it's good little link together. They go by the name of on their tick BA Skywalker 2. So nice little edit. My trip for the week.
Sounds very good. Sounds like quite a good little thing. Little edit.
The thing is, it's not like a long edit. Like you look at it and go, oh yeah, you don't think about that. So yeah, it was quite interesting one.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now.
You would see what I mean once.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's just sometimes you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I like it. Those are the sort of edits I like.
It does it makes you think about it further than just the story is actually being told in front of you.
Yep.
But yeah, gotta love an edit sometimes.
Now I think I've got to check the date actually of next. So next week will be the 30th. So another thing that we will be talking about next week, we will be talking about. We will be talking about which panels, if any, we have been selected to go to.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But no, my luck, I'll probably get none of them. What was that? That
mate,
kids
with
one?
Everything that, mate, with everything that's going on in my life at the minute, I feel like I'm not getting any of them. But maybe the Force works in mysterious ways, and maybe I'll be lucky. And, maybe I'll end up in one of them at least.
Yeah, at least one. But yeah,
well, I mean, the others are still like, I think the others that because they only did like 4 or 5, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, 4. I think it was. Was it 4?
It was Ahsoka, the Lucasfilm one, the
Kenobi,
and the Villains one.
Villain, and Bad Batch. So yeah, so it's 5. So, but then obviously you've got the Return of the Jedi one. You've got some other ones. So yeah, let's maybe we can have a discussion. Hopefully we can get them together, mate. That'll be nice.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Simple, but States, so we just have to hope and pray.
Trust me, I know that.
But yeah, so tune in next week, and don't forget to vote on Twitter, guys, because we need to know these things. We need to know if you're a friend or foe.
Have a quick look while I'm here, and I will tell you how it's going at this very minute. Then, all right. Let's have a little look. Okay, 2 votes. 1 for Hunter, 1 for Crosshair.
See, Crosshair. So
was it you? Did you vote for Crosshair?
Of course I did.
Was it you? Like put it in?
Yeah, I got to get the ball rolling somehow, haven't I?
Okay. Well done, Emily. If I had my choice, I would vote for Hunter. So let's see how that goes. Maybe we'll do like a little video come like tomorrow night or something, seeing looking at it being like, oh well.
Obviously we can do the poll as well, see what was
yeah. Trying to get as many votes as possible.
Oh, fanboy looks like he's gonna make a vote. Is he gonna make a vote?
You reckon he's gonna vote?
Thing is, that's if he'd pick.
I reckon he would say. I don't know. I reckon I'm gonna be honest. I think he's a Crosshair guy. I might be wrong. He might prove me wrong. He might be a Hunter.
Might be a Hunter. But we'll find out. Oh, yeah. Amber says she's voted. So
I have a feeling I know where this one's going, but
I didn't even ask her to.
No, I just mean like I just got a feeling. I have an idea, but I'm not gonna.
It's not.
The votes have not been counted.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll find out. Oh
yeah. I've got the update. It's been updated. Yeah.
There we go. That took the lead.
Well, if I had my vote, it would be 50-50 again.
No, but we'll see it. We'll see it in 24 hours. What the total is.
Yeah. So from us guys, we hope you've enjoyed our episode. We're glad to be here, back together. We've got a couple of sort of guests planned for the next couple of weeks, or not like next week, but for like April, haven't we?
Yeah, got a couple lined up after celebration, so we're gonna get them sorted.
We've got so we've got Chloe's joining us, and we've also got a guy who I cannot remember his name. Well, he's going by on Discord as Commander Rex, but he will be joining us. He's one of our followers from TikTok. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's going to be good.
And if you got anyone who would be interested into the show, again, message us, email us, everything. You know our socials. So if you got anyone in mind that would love to join us, yeah. So we're gonna try and get as many guests on we can. So yeah, just let us know. Well, thanks again. Again, thanks for listening. See you next week with the panels and stuff. See if we got lucky. So from me for the Republic.
From me, may the force be with you. See you guys.
Peace.